Welcome to Libertarian Leadership. My name is Michael Pickens, author of the book Libertarian Leadership and founder of the organization by the same name. So this episode, we're going to talk about who I support for the Libertarian Presidential nominee. I've been asked by numerous people and I've been lukewarm on the topic. So the current group of Libertarian Presidential candidates that we have, I believe, is a symptom of a bigger problem throughout the Libertarian Party. Now, that problem is clearly the lack of education in areas that deliver the message of libertarianism in a precise way that compels others to see that we are the answers to the issues that matter most to them. Okay, so let me give you an example. We have three good Libertarian presidential candidate frontrunners right now, right? Johnson, Governor Gary Johnson, he's got the credentials and the history of success as a two-term governor of New Mexico, yet he's missing the communication skills, the public speaking skills that compel most people to get excited, to get motivated, and take action. For example, he ran in 2012. It's been 4 years. He should have taken a public speaking class. Why isn't he at the level of Bernie Sanders? Why hasn't he been out there for the past 4 years and getting ready for a 2016 presidential run, right? And then we have John Mcafee, and he has some serious image issues, right? Hookers and blow worked for Rob Ford, but running for president, right? That's a lot to overcome. The murder charges, let's say he did not do it, right? It has nothing to do with it, and it was police setting him up. Still, it's a lot to overcome. However, in the John Stossel debate, he did a great job with his definition of libertarianism. He's a great public speaker, right? However, he doesn't have the credentials. He doesn't have the background that we need. Peterson, right? Great public speaker, right? He's passionate. He's excited about the issues, but his abrasive use of social media has alienated many libertarian delegates. And 85% of success is done through communications. The other 15% is done through technical skills for the most part, right? So we have three good Libertarian presidential candidates. There's no doubt. So which one do I support? All of them. So let me explain. To build a house that stands strong, right, you have to put down a solid foundation. Clear the ground, put some concrete down, right? An individual does not wake up one day and decide to become a boxer, and the next week he's fighting for the world title, right? Think about this. The largest oak tree started as a seed before it became a solid, massive tree that becomes enormous and beautiful, right? So as more candidates in the Libertarian Party develop greater communication skills, and I'm talking about local, county, state candidates, we'll see more and more election wins in positions that make a difference to the people and how they receive and accept the Libertarian Party. And it all starts by running, right? But not running for president, running for local and state races. It's much easier to win a local and state race. It's much easier to develop that confidence at that local level. The experience that someone gains is invaluable to drawing more people into the party to run and win because they're able to communicate at the local level, meet people one-on-one, right? People by nature root for and follow winners. Take football, for example, right? Whoever wins the Super Bowl, next year, all of a sudden, you're going to have all these bandwagon fans that are going to jump on last minute, get all excited, right? And it's the same thing in everything else in life. So, as the Libertarian Party continues to win more elections on the local level and continuously communicates the proper solutions with clear and understandable language, people will move quickly to the side that's giving them the solutions that we put out there that they desire, right? More liberty. So if you look at Washington State, 2012, 8 of our candidates made it through top 2. 4 of those candidates got over 30% of the vote. Last year we had 17 candidates, with 5 of them actually getting elected to local office, and many of them getting close to winning, really close to winning. Gavin Keefe got in the 40% when he was running for Yakima City Council, and he was just appointed to the City Planning Commission. He's going to be able to add that on his credentials, so when he runs again, he'll have a better opportunity of winning, right? So local level's where it's at, and we got to be able to focus on that. So the presidential candidates that we should have right now running for president should be Governor Robert Sarvis from Virginia, or Representative Stephen Nielsen from Washington, and Senator Danny Bedwell from Mississippi. But why don't we have them? It's because too much focus is on the presidential race. Not enough focus is on races that are winnable right now. We need experienced candidates, those who have won elections running as libertarians. They're going to be able to communicate the skills the best because they've actually been through the trenches. They've figured out what works by making mistakes and moving forward and learning from it. And this is the foundation that we need as an organization, as a party. And it's a foundation that we're working towards. You know, we currently have a small team, a small farm team of dedicated libertarian activists and candidates, and it's growing. To accelerate that success, we must do more than our comfort zone allows. It is those that stretch a little beyond their comfort zone that makes the difference, right? But the banter back and forth as to why, you know, Gary Johnson's better than John McAfee or Peterson, or how Peterson's better than McAfee or Johnson, it's not going to win elections at large, and come May, it's not going to help anything because one of them is going to get the nomination, and we're going to have to move forward with that nomination, with that nominee, right? So you look around the country, and you can see that the Libertarian Party is growing. There's all these new people coming in, and we got to make sure that not that much focus is going completely to the presidential election, and more focus is going on winning local and state election. Focus on learning the skills necessary to become successful in politics. Every skill necessary to be successful is a learned skill. Those who take the time to learn the skills are going to be the ones who change history, right? It's up to us to make the decision to engage that brings us new liberty for a better life for generations to come. True leaders lead by example. Here's what I mean. Go on to Google and type in how to write a press release, how to write a speech, how to fundraise, how to network, how to ask engaging questions, how to be a good leader. Or go to YouTube and type in how to give a speech, public speaking tips, Robert's Rules of Orders, how to stay motivated, how to motivate others, servant leadership, the philosophy of liberty, learn liberty. Everything that we would ever need to know about winning elections and what it's going to take is available to us on the internet. I even teach a class where I go through what's worked for us in Washington, what's worked for us in the past, helped us win precincts and win elections, right, that I've gained through our experience and the experience of others that I've helped. And an online version of that class will be ready soon. But until then, we still have Google. We still have YouTube. I've looked up everything that I've learned. I've looked it up and then put it into action. We must run for office ourselves or help someone else run for office at the local or state level. We must stop looking at the current presidential candidates for leadership and instead look to ourselves and our friends and our communities and what we can do right here, right now. Johnson, Peterson, McAfee, doesn't matter who we have up there, because if we can't empower local communities, we have no chance of making a positive difference. If we can't elect a libertarian to state office, how are we ever going to elect a libertarian to presidential office? It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen unless we shift focus. There's going to be a few of us who are focusing on these state races, who are working to get our local candidates elected. And it's going to be those of us who actually elect a libertarian to state office this year. We're going to be the ones who lead the party in the future. It's not going to be those who spend their time, waste their time on our presidential candidate. It's going to be those of us who invest our time into actually electing libertarians in offices that we can win right now. So if you're listening to this, please join me. Find the closest candidate you have, or file and run for office yourself so we can make this happen. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to work on putting out some more of these audios. Got some great insight. Got some more articles coming out soon. So pay attention. Libertarianleadership.org. You can sign up for a free copy of my book. It's a digital copy. You'll get email sent to you at libertarianleadership.org. Thank you so much for listening.